Hi there, it's Goof back with another Ghidra video. So this time we're looking at the new release of Ghidra 11.3 with PyGhidra. So instead of, as we did previously, we looked at Ghidra headless scripting. We now have PyGhidra, which gives us C, Python API bindings. So instead of having to faff about with Ghidra Bridge or translation from Python to Python 3, we now have a cleaner solution. So we'll look at the pros and cons of that, and yeah, let's get into it. Let's switch over to our browser. So we're using the Docker instance that we created previously. So just to recap, so our notebook from before, we went through and did various things. So pulled out the functions, tried to find which ones are potentially dangerous, so mark those, put them in a CSV, and then report the file architecture, char strings, all that good stuff, and then chart it. So yeah, so we've got all of that. So if we go over to our new notebook, we essentially have the same thing. So if I run this, we've got that same functionality, but we've also added some additional steps. So we've got like a top 10 of high complexity. So looking at cyclomatic complexity, so taking the top 10 for each binary that we look at, and maybe those are functions that we might want to look at because there might be some crypto process going on, or some other thing that may indicate that it's something we want to look at. So if we just pull down these binaries from, as we used before, so from Emacs we use the same binaries. So we let it do its thing, and then we'll run the script. So we're using the flat API within PyGhidra, and that does the same stuff that we did previously. So we're getting the function names, the SHA-256, all that good stuff. So as we did before, so very, very similar. So it's just working out the syntax for that. So if you want to, you can look at the Ghidra API documentation, which hasn't improved any. It's still not great. Still significantly better than PEXRay's PyGhidra Pro API documentation, but everything is relative, I guess. So yeah, so what can we say about the PyGhidra API? Yeah, so we don't have to faff about with Jython or Ghidra Bridge, but essentially Ghidra is still just 3 Java virtual machines and trench coat. We still have to use Java at the end of the day. So is it any better? Maybe. I'll leave that to your judgment. Will it scale? Maybe, maybe not. I'll let you be the judge of that. So will the script run? Still running. So see what I'll do. I'll pause and we'll come back on this. And we're back in the room. So yeah, that's done now. So took its sweet time. So yeah, so if we scroll down, we can see we've set up our pandas data frame. So from the CSV file that we created, we've got some columns that we've named, and then we're just making sure that our data types are correct. So we've got ints and floats where we need ints and floats rather than looking at strings or objects and such. And then we can, as we did before, we can use it to do some searching on various parameters that we might be interested in, and then we go on to the graphing, which we did before. So using pandas Boker, which I'm a fan of. Yes, and then we've got our top 10 cyclomatic complexity. So we created a separate column where you've got the name of the function, the complexity score, and then we've extracted that and put them into two separate charts for the two different binaries that we looked at. Obviously, you could scale this up and look at go over a larger selection of binaries that you're interested in, and look for those potentially interesting artifacts that you want to drill down on. That was just a brief overview of what's new with Ghidra 11.3 with respect to PyGhidra, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.